begin? There's a lot of people here in there. I didn't realise there was going to be that many people. This is nice. I'm not used to speaking to this many people because I spend quite a lot of time on the internet. I've almost completed it. And so yeah. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on there. Like, I go in there for the nice things. I'm not one of those sort of creepy people. I go in there for like nice things, like pictures of dogs in like costumes and like recipes and that. But I realised if you spend enough time on there, like your sort of like rude stuff will come up. It'll be like, have some sex. Like, here's some sex. Like, do a bit more sex. Like, I recently came across the worst sort of sex. Like, I came across old people porn. Yeah, right. A picture of a 68-year-old woman just popped up, and I just clicked on it to check she was all right. She weren't. There was a man just throwing her around. At one point, he spanked her. It looked like someone was trying to empty a Dyson. Bagless. You can't behave like that. People keep telling me I need to grow up and need to become more of an adult, right? And I think adults are sort of knobs. I know I'm speaking to the wrong people, but like, well, I am. Like, the only adult who's not a knob is my mum. She's brilliant. Like, she doesn't do any of that sort of stuff. My mum's very proud. I think it's because I'm the youngest of 5, because there's me, my sister, my brother, and my mum and dad. And she, basically, what she does is she's very proud. She puts pictures of me all around the house, like pictures of me next to inspirational quotes. Looks like I've died in a moped accident. I haven't, because I'm here, right? And she does another thing where everything I've ever had, she sort of like sticks in the attic. So in the attic, there's sort of like kids' clothes and like bags of hair and like children's teeth. Like if she weren't my mum, she'd definitely be in jail, right? And whenever I'm feeling down, what she does is she gets down a little bit of clothing to make me feel better, and she says, it's fine, like, look how much you've grown, which I think is a nice thing. Like, my favourite thing she's ever brought down are these really brightly coloured pair of dungarees, and on the front here is a monster's face, and where the pouch is a monster's mouth, and I think, oh, like, adult life would be so much easier if I could wear them now and it was acceptable. I'd be like, uh-oh, got another parking ticket. Yop, 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 yop. Not allowed though, is it? Like, I keep getting told off for what I wear. People say you can't dress in those sort of clothes. Like, I recently got banned from wearing a t-shirt. I've got this yellow t-shirt with dogs on it in cowboy hats. Like, it was $13.99 from TK Maxx. It's meant to be £110. Just lucky because I didn't have that much on me, right? And people have a go at me, they say you shouldn't shop in those places because the clothes are made by children. Like, children make brilliant clothes. Like, an adult would never make that, and if they did, it'd be £110. I just think, let kids be how they want to be. Like, I'd like to see you make an iPhone in those conditions. But there is that constant pressure. I'm always pressured. Like, people are always telling me that I need to sort of get a wife and get a house and like get kids. Like, I'm not really good when it comes to like doing the sex on someone, right? I can't really do it. Like, I get a bit awkward. It's not the bit before it, it's not the bit during it, it's the bit straight after, because no one warned you about the guilt. Like, I recently realised, straight after sex, it's not acceptable to give the gift of a balloon animal made out of a used condom. No, nothing says I love you more than a dog with a snotty nose. It's sperm. It's a little cheesy joke on it. But like all my mates, like they sort of get women in the correct way. Like, how have you done? Is this your lovely lady? Yeah? And how long have you been, yeah. How long have you been? 13 years. That's nearly as old as me. Cool. And did you ask her out the traditional way? Did you say, would you like to go for a drink? Would you like to go for a meal? I've got a voucher. That sort of way. Because lads my age, they don't do that. What they do now is they just sort of go clubs and they hang around in the darkness while women dance in the middle and they just grunt at them. They're just like, what would you do to her? That's what they ask each other. Go on, tell me, what would you do to her? They're always asking me that. Go on, tell me, what would you do to her? I'm like, I don't know. Probably a ruse. And I'm not one of them comics who like, have a go at women or whatever. Like, I think women are brilliant. They've done loads of brilliant things for less money. So, they're doing good. Like, 100% of men will get that joke. 70% of women. Hey, it's not me. I'm not politics, am I? No, like, I think women are under a lot of pressure, mainly due to those magazines. You know, like Heat magazine and like Closer magazine, where it's like, don't sweat, don't be fat, don't have eyelids. Like, I've got a 14-year-old niece, right? She reads these and she feels really insecure, and she shouldn't because she's well beautiful, so she's lovely looking, but instead she sort of like sticks on hair, she paints herself orange, she does a new thing now, right, where she draws on her own eyebrows. She can't draw. She can't. It'd look more realistic if she just had the word eyebrow written on her forehead. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm well aware of what I look like. My hair looks like I've walked into an hairdresser's and said, oh, what hairstyles have you got? I'll have them all! Like, I know what it is. Me weight, I'd love to be a big guy, I'd love to be one of those like massive guys that look like they've eaten a shed, right? But I can't do it. I lift stuff, I eat stuff, and I can't put on any weight. Like sometimes I just wish I was fat. Like Hawaiian shirt fat. Or like Channel 5 fat. Like sometimes I wish I was so fat that you couldn't tell whether I was wearing perfume or cake, right? That's how big I want to be. And I eat and I eat and it gets me down, and my mum says, oh, you should count yourself lucky. Like some people would love to be skinny like you, and I always think, really? I don't know whether anyone else has ever been ignored by an automatic door before. She's like, let me in! She wanted Twix. Work. And as a result, I've sort of tried to get girls involved and ask them out, and I can't really do all that sort of stuff. Like one of my friends thinks I need to change my life. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Unless you're big, and then you can talk. I love how you clapped. Are you going to step in if it kicks off? No, one of my friends, he said that he thinks I'm going to die alone. That's a horrible thing to say. He said, you need to change the way you are. He said I should buy this book, a dating book. He said, that'll sort my life out. It's called The Game. Now, this book is horrible, right? I went into Waterstones and asked the guy behind the counter what it was, and he went, basically, you can make any woman in the world fall in love with you if you treat them like a board game. And I went, what? Get them out the attic once a year, only to find out they've got missing pieces. It's not that. He said it's more like Hungry Hippos. Yeah, just hit them on the head till they stick your balls in the mouth. It's rude, that one, isn't it? It's very rude. I hope that's clapping and not someone getting excited. People do. They go on the internet, they get excited about stuff nowadays. Like, you've been together quite a long time. Like, how have you sort of kept it alive? The relationship, not your wife. Because I only ask, because like people, they go online and they see weird things and they go, oh, I'd love to try a bit of that. Like, I don't know if anyone's done anything weird. Like, you can shout out if you want, but... Yeah, correct. I remember once doing a gig and one man was like, yeah, I've done something weird. And I was like, ooh, what was it? And he went, teabagging. Now, I don't know if anyone knows what it is. Basically, right, it's when a man gets his testicles and just sort of like rubs them in and around a woman's face. Like, I don't get it. I don't know about you, but what is sexy about this? What are you doing? It's in my eye. Like, where's the other one? What is this? Look, I just want to watch Emmerdale, Dad. It's It's funny that, isn't it? Because it was my dad at the end. I just twisted it. The joke, not the balls. Never twist the balls. Like, my dad's brilliant. I love my dad. He's sort of my hero. He's sort of a big, sort of northern bastard of a dad, right? He's one of those dads. He wears everything he values on his belt. That's what he does. He's like house keys, car keys, shed keys, Allen keys, Alicia keys. Like, very big fan, right? Got a favourite tool, because most dads have a favourite tool. His favourite tool is a spirit level. He loves a spirit level. What he does, right, on his day off, he'll just walk around the house, checking things are straight, and then just doing running commentary on it. He loves it. He's like, oh, yeah, straight that. Oh, aye, straight. And then occasionally, he'll just walk over to me and he'll be like, not for me. And I don't think he's really set me up for life very well, because he gave me a shitty name as well. My name's Brennan, right? It's not Brandon, it's Brennan, right? It's not Brian. It's Brennan. So I got given like loads of nicknames at school. The main one was Brenda. Or to give its full title, Brenda the Bender, because bullies love a rhyme, right? Wasn't the worst nickname at my high school. There was this one lad who was caught having it off with a paper mache head in the art department. And he was forever known as the paper raper. Yep, that's what they called me. It's me again, a twister at the end. Innit? So that's the end. Thank you very much. Give loads of money. See you in a bit.